Hazel here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be answering your guys' question. This is the part 2 of the all about travel questions that I asked a few weeks ago. Yung iba na-answer ko na sa previous Q&A ko, yung part 1. So if you're interested and if you haven't watched that one yet, I will leave the link of that video below and also the playlist of my Q&A videos. Link will be below. Hindi pa ako sanay sa buhok ko, so it will go everywhere, pero that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with Chel Treñanes. Hi Race, please notice me. I've been waiting for this next Q&A topic. Nandyan din kasi si Boyfie, he's Pinoy, and I want to travel dyan sa October. I have a question. Number 1, nag-extend ka ba ng tourist visa mo? Na-answer ko na to sa previous Q&A video ko. Yes, I extended my tourist visa. I got approved. And dito ako hanggang October. Number 2, balak mo bang dyan na din tumira with Mr. Bear at kailan? I do not know. I do not want to answer this yet. I'm sorry you guys. Pero sa takdang panahon, masasagot ko din yung mga ganyan. Number 3, kapag nakauwi ka na sa Pinas, kailan ulit ang balak mo bumalik sa Australia? Hindi ko pa rin alam kasi wala pang sure. Alam niyo naman ako, kapag hindi pa na-book, hindi ko pa talaga sinasabi. Yes, merong mga plano, pero hindi ko pa alam talaga kung kailan. Kapag nangyari na, malalaman nyo na din naman. So, yes. Pero as of now, ayoko mo nang sagutin yung mga ganyan kasi, yeah, just nandito na siya. Hi, babe! Okay, next question is from Camille Francas. Hi, Ate Reyes. I'm your new subscriber and I love your video reviews. Have you been to South Korea? If yes, what's your recommended place to go? You're like, okay, I'm gonna stop making noises. This guy. When I filmed that me trying Australian food video, he was here. And if you guys didn't notice, he was like making a lot of noises like the whole entire video. And when I was editing it, I was like, what the heck were you doing? Maybe they didn't notice that because no one commented about it. No, I have not been to South Korea actually. So I don't really know what to recommend because I haven't been there. From JP Yanson, this is really not like travel related, but I'm still gonna answer it. Ask ko lang, Race, ba't nakaka-addict kang panoorin? Wow, thanks. Ito talaga, ask ko lang, ano kayang advice mo? Kasi yung girlfriend ko, ayaw talaga niya mag-work kasi takot siya. Mga ganun. She's 22. I have no idea why you don't want to work. You can't depend on your parents forever, so you need to work talaga to provide yourself. Wait, what am I gonna do with that? Babe, his girlfriend doesn't want to work and she's already 22.
Yeah, we're getting you girlfriend. So what?
She doesn't want to work. Hey, you can't say that. I'm not working.
Yeah, but you're on a tourist visa. You will be working.
He said find a new girlfriend, but no, don't take that. He said she's afraid to work.
Oh my god. Afraid of what?
I don't know.
Hard work.
This is hard. I have no idea how to give you like advice on this one.
Get a new girlfriend.
No, don't say that.
That's the best advice.
Maybe find something that you really like and then see if you can work. When I was young, I really wanted to be a cashier. I didn't work as one though, but I would love to in the future. Just to try it out. And also, it feels really great to have your own money. Like, believe me, it's amazing. Right, babe?
Exactly. Freedom.
And freedom. If you have money, you will have freedom.
And you have options and opportunities.
True. Did you hear that? You will have options and opportunities. Advice of Mr. Berding. From Isaac Cruz, tips on how to pass US visa interview. Thank you. I failed the first, no, not that I failed. I applied twice. The first time I applied, I got denied. The second time I applied, I was in Jamaica. I already mentioned this on my previous Q&A video. You will be asked like, what are you gonna do there? I was applying for a B1, B2 visa. And then I think he asked me about the business and ish like that. To pass it, just be confident and don't show them na parang kinakabahan ka. Kasi the first time I applied, sobrang kinakabahan ako kasi nga hindi ko alam. Tapos nasa Manila pa ako noon. First time ko pumunta ng Manila. So like, you know, there's a lot going on. I was confident naman. Para sa akin, confident naman ako nung tinanong niya ako. Yung tinanong niya is, meron ka bang asawa dito sa Pilipinas? Meron ka bang anak? I said wala. And after nun, sabi niya, okay, you're denied. So, like, oh, okay. From Prima Outer, hi Miss Race, I hope you're good and stay happy, okay? Thank you, I will. I just want to ask kung gaano kalaking factor yung meron kang malaking pera sa account mo bago ka ma-approve for visa. It's definitely important for you to have money in your account. It doesn't have to be like so much. As long as it's enough na makasupport sa'yo kung saan ka pupunta, I think that's fine. You do not have to have like specific amount of money on there. I feel like, kasi sa akin, kung anong meron ako sa bank account ko, yun lang talaga yung pinapakita ko. Hindi ako nagpapatransfer ng pera sa kung saan-saan para i-transfer nila sa account ko. No, I didn't do that. So, kung ano talaga meron ako, yun yung pinapakita ko. I don't really have any idea kung magkano talaga specifically yung hinahanap ng embassy, something like that. If pupunta ka, walang visa, like, you know, hindi ka mag-a-apply ng visa, tapos pupunta ka lang. For example, you're from Philippines, you want to go to Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, wherever na walang visa, hindi naman nila kasi titingnan talaga kung magkano yung pera mo. Yes, some people will ask you kung magkano yung pera mo. Hindi nila papakuha talaga sa'yo o titingnan ko yung pera mo. No, because it's illegal, I think. Second is, tourist visa po ba ang kinuha mo? How long nila pwede i-grant yung haba ng pagsistay mo? Yes, I'm on tourist visa and I got approved after a month and a half or almost 2 months. Kasi nga, na-mention ko sa previous video ko na timing na Holy Week yung pagpo-process ng visa ko, so medyo natagalan yung pag-approve, pero yeah, it took longer. From Ray B. Billones, hi Miss Reyes, what happened when you're at the immigration going to Australia from Philippines? Is there some random questions that they asked? Did you feel nervous and all that ish? And say hi to Mr. Bear! She said hi, babe.
Hello.
It was actually really short. I vlogged it when I went through immigration. Well, not the exact time that I went through immigration, you know what I mean? Pero paglabas ko na immigration, nag-vlog ako. From Manila kasi ako, Manila to Sydney yung flight ko. So from Manila, meron ng mga immigration staff, parang fini-filter kayo. I don't really know, but before ka maka-check-in, merong mga staff na chine-check yung papers mo, like do you have this and that, like visa and all that, before ka pa mag-check-in, ha? So yun yung nangyari. That was the first time that happened to me actually, na chine-check nila before ka pa mag-check-in, kasi usually after check-in, may immigration na dun ka na-interrogate and ish if you needed to be interrogated, you know? After no, nag-check-in na ako and then okay na lahat. Pagkadating ko sa immigration, I was actually expecting questions. Like, as you guys know, I booked my return ticket already kasi nga natakot ako na baka interrogate ako na wala akong mapakitang return ticket. And pagdating ko sa immigration, wala siyang tanong-tanong. Like, tinanong niya lang talaga, I think, parang sinabi niya, kumusta ka? And then I said, yeah, I'm fine. And then, nag-stamp siya sa passport ko. Nang ganun-ganun. As in, walang tanong-tanong. And I was like, my gosh, sana pala hindi ko nalang binook yung ticket ko. In my case, walang tanong-tanong, dire-diretso. And I was expecting questions actually, kasi yung passport ko bago, diba? So, wala pa ako masyadong stamp. Yung stamp sa passport ko was just for Thailand. So, walang masyadong stamp. I was expecting questions, pero walang question si Kuya. So, dire-diretso ako. Bongga naman yun. Bonggang-bongga. From Alisa Serrano, hi Ate Reyes, I have 3 questions for you. Number 1, after mo umuwi sa Pinas, may plano ka ba ulit bumalik sa Australia? Yes, we have plans. We have a lot of plans, but I do not know yet. Who knows what's gonna happen? Number 2, may plano na ba kayo Ooh! Babe, her question.
Sure.
Do you have any plans to get married?
One night.
No, we're not answering that right now because that's just weird. Number 3, follow-up question. If yes, where? Philippines or Australia?
Australia.
Okay, meron siyang tawag, so hinaan ko yung boses ko. From Evie Pagaling, nakatry na po ba kayo ng piso fare? How much po yung binabayad pag ganon? Hindi ko pa siya na-try. We were so close to booking one though. Nung nandun pa ako sa Pilipinas, siguro mga a month before ako umalis, magbubook ako ng piso fare para sa auntie ko kasi gusto niya pumunta ng Hong Kong, tapos gusto niya din na pumunta ng Palawan and all that. Hindi kami nakahabol kasi sobrang bilis mawala ng piso fare. I remember na it was less than 1,000 yung total ng papunta ng Palawan. Back and forth na ha. Yun lang naman yung naalala ko. Pero I haven't personally tried as in book ko na talaga siya final. From Cristel Salde, do you set a budget when you travel? Or have you figured out how you spend wisely in each vacation or travel? I find it difficult to manage expenses when traveling. I don't set budget. Dinadala ko yung card ko, diba? So, hindi talaga ako nagdadala ng cash kasi if I travel, anong gagawin ko sa cash ko? You know what I mean? Yung card ko kasi is okay na siya international, so I can use it wherever I go. Hindi ako nagsiset ng budget talaga, though in my mind, I always say na just get stuff that you need. I'm not really a big pasalubong person, like if I go abroad, especially kapag maiikli lang. umuwi ako na parang wala lang nangyari. Hindi ako kagaya ng iba na makapunta lang dito and dyan sobrang daming pasalubong. I personally am not like that. Kasi pag umuwi ako, diretso naman ako sa bahay. Tapos alam ko naman yung pamilya ko, hindi naman ganun kamahilig sa mga pasalubong talaga. Though nung pumunta ako ng Cayman, US, pag uwi ko, meron talagang pasalubong pero not that huge at all. Kasi feeling ko dun sa pasalubong ka talaga na uubusan ng pera eh. For me lang naman ha, I don't think it's necessary. Though, nung nagpunta ako ng Thailand, meron akong pasalubong sa kanila. I did a haul actually. Kasi na-timing na Christmas noon. Kailangan ko bumili ng Christmas gift para sa pamilya ko. But that's basically it. From Jelly Beans Yum, meron siyang 2 questions. Number 1, do you have a specific way of folding or arranging your things and clothes inside your luggage? Or basta tapo na lang? I am really organized when it comes to my luggage kasi ayoko itatapon-tapon lang siya. Kasi meron ka mga undergarments na hindi mo naman gustong ma-expose agad kapag inopen ng someone, diba? Sa airport or somewhere. So, I make sure na nilalagay ko yung mga undergarments ko sa Ziploc. So, secured siya. And nandun lahat ng undergarments. Kaya para kapag pag-open nila, walang panty or bra na lumilipad-lipad dyan. You know what I mean? And then, the way I fold my clothes is yung parang niro-roll ko sila. I think that's the best way to save space. And then also, nilalagay ko din sa Ziploc yung mga liquids ko. So, dapat separate sila. Tapos yung ibang luggages ko din kasi meron na silang kasamang parang lalagyan or parang pouch para sa liquids mo. So, I put it there. And if that's not enough space, again, I put it in Ziploc. Number 2, naharang ka na ba sa immigration because you had something in your bag, mga nipper or pusher? No, hindi pa ako naharang sa immigration kasi alam ko naman kung ano yung hindi pwedeng dalhin at kung ano yung pwedeng dalhin. Pagka-check-in mo sa airport, meron din naman silang mga signs doon kung ano yung pwede at mga hindi pwedeng dalhin sa carry-on mo. So, meron naman silang guide. From Rosemary, hi Miss Race, ask ko lang po kung ano yung feeling nung unang sakay mo sa airplane. Yung very first plane ride ko was from Cebu to Davao. So, it was really short, domestic. Yung feeling ko talaga parang masusuka ako na hindi ko alam, especially kapag paangat na yung plane. Hindi ko alam, parang Ferris wheel na mas malala sa Ferris wheel, something like that. Pero after mga 2 to 3 flights, nasanay na din naman ako. From Kami Chang, ask ko lang what is your embarrassing moment while you're traveling? Ako kasi nung nakasakay na ako ng eroplano, napunit yung damit ko kasi yumuko ako. Sobrang laki, nakakahiya. Kapag meron akong carry-on luggage and kailangan ko siyang ilagay sa overhead bin, alam nyo naman, sobrang liit ko you guys. I always make sure na hindi mabigat yung carry-on ko for that reason. So kapag may carry-on luggage ako na kailangan ko ilagay sa overhead bin, nahihiya talaga ako kasi para kung buang you guys. Ang liit-liit ko, hindi ko siya maangat, hindi ko siya maabot kasi. Pero maswerte pa rin ako kasi marami talagang tumutulong. Like, meron talagang, oh, I'll do that for you. Kaya nga hindi ako masyadong nagdadala ng carry-on luggage. Like, meron akong carry-on, yes, yung bag ko. Pero okay lang siya kasi malalagay ko siya under the seat in front of me. Pero kapag yung mga carry-on luggage na minsan mabibigat, parang ayoko kasi nahihiya ako. Paano kapag walang tumulong sa akin, diba? Para talaga akong tanga doon na parang I would try to, it's just, it's embarrassing. From April, Pinay Adventures, when ka po babalik sa Manila? Sana magka-meet and greet ka po. Hope to see you. Nakabook na yung ticket ko sa Manila. It's late December. Yung plano ko noon was stop sa Manila kasi akala ko yung layover ko from here is Manila tapos Cebu. Pero no, yung layover ko you guys is Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So hindi ako makastop ng Manila kasi after Kuala Lumpur, diretso na ako ng Cebu. So yeah, hindi na ayon sa aking plano. So pupunta ako ng Manila end of December. I'm not gonna tell you guys yet when is the exact date, but I will in the future. Pero nakabook na yung tickets ko. Final na napupunta ako ng Manila. I know matagal pa. I'm not sure about the meet and greet kasi like, you know, hindi nga ako maka-meet and greet sa Cebu na alam ko kung saan yung ibang places. How much more sa Manila na wala talaga akong kaalam-alam kung nasaan na or I just do not know. I just do not know if it's gonna be possible, but I would love to do it. I know I cannot do it by myself. I know I will need help. Most of my viewers are from there and yeah, I really want to see you guys, but I do not know how to do it. Like, I just don't. Anyway, mahaba pa naman yung time ko to figure it out. Pero again, I cannot promise that I'm gonna do it, but I will do my best. And that's the last question. That's basically it for this video. Meron pa rin siyang tawag, so hindi ko alam kung makaka-goodbye siya. But that's basically it for this video. I hope you like this video. If you enjoyed watching, please leave me questions below. I do not know what's gonna be the topic for next Q&A. But for now, you can leave whatever questions you have. Wala yung kasal-kasal na muna kasi hindi ko sasagutin yan. It's just awkward to to answer that. And aside from that, let me know. And all good?
Okay.
So leave whatever questions you have for me for next week's Q&A video. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do like if you did. Please subscribe if you're not yet already. I hope to see you guys on my next one tomorrow. Do not forget, be good. Bye!